Hello everyone, my name is Bunny and we are back with valiDATE. Last I left you guys, I ended abruptly because I was like, you know what? I can't do that. But I am in a better mind state, better mood, and I'm ready to deal with Malik and his BS. I'm gonna be frank because that's what it is. Um, yeah. Let's see where we left off. Hopefully, it's where I last saved, um, where it was in the middle of his diatribe. But yeah, hopefully my dog doesn't bark because if she does, I don't know how to edit it out. I will do my best to edit it out. So if there's any weird cuts or jumps, it's because my dog barks and it's louder than I am. So, yeah, hope everyone has had a good time despite me jumping off. Oh boy. I took like 10 seconds just reading that. Oh my god. No, but like, let's discuss for just a second if a man said that to me. what 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 makes you think that that's okay to say to a person? What is wrong with you, sir? Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, that was a one-time thing. Just once when you were still young when you did it. You should have realized she was fetishizing you and she bragged about how good you were on social media. Like, oh my god. Like, you know your dating game is bomb, but come on now, keep that on the down low. Sir, I don't fuck men who aren't creatives. Tell it, girlfriend. But you did pass me a tape, man. Oh, no, girl. No. And, wait, is she considering touching you? Maybe after I give it a listen. You would give yourself a point for that one, but you've been trying to tone down the misogyny lately. Is it working? Debatably. Got a CD player in here? Shit, we can always go to my car and pop it in. I'm gonna need you to tone it down. Tone it down. Ditch this joint. I'm not ditching anything, but I will head out to listen to this tape. Just 2 songs. Other people still have to perform, you know. Okay. Maybe you should bring out the scoreboard for this one. I always like to... Test of wills. This is a test of wills. Okay. I am totally normal and calm and irrational being. You always like to haunt your accomplishments, and so far you've had 2. Malik 1, Yolanda 0. You lead her in the direction of your car after passing out a few tapes to people in the back row. She didn't comment on it, so she's probably seen it before. Your car is cleanish. You keep shit off the floor, but you are a father of 2 young kids, and with that comes spills, pours, and the occasional food stain, but you never know who you might pull. Your mother always told you women didn't like a messy man. You use your remote to unlock the door. Thank God it worked this time, walking a few steps ahead to open the door for her. Welcome to Casa de Malik. You live in your car? Wait, no. You feel yourself flushing up. This is stupid. You never let women see this part of you until you hit the bedroom. What is it about this woman who allows you to be so vulnerable despite just meeting her? Alright, she's getting a point for that. Malik 1, Yolanda 1. Is she a witch? You heard those were real. Your African mother always told you to stay away from them. You ignore the voice in your head as you put in your tape, skipping to one of your more popular songs. So what do you think? Don't sugarcoat shit for me. You look like a child about to reach some ice cream as you turn to look at her. She doesn't seem... She's like, that was awful. Ouch. You've heard a lot of negative thoughts about your music, but it felt like she just got your ass after that one. She probably hears a lot of music from the performance and you didn't live up to her high standards. But not everyone can be a lover. You shrug it off as you look towards the car parked in front of yours. You take a deep breath. Swallow the pride, Malik. Nobody wanted to see that. Fine. Fair. Not everyone has to like my style. It isn't about your style. I know what you're going for. It's just you need to find the beat to match. I've heard a lot of rappers. I'm in here every Friday. I have to get back. You're not given the chance to reply before she's leaving your car and walking back towards the shop. She read you to filth, man. I mean, A for effort, I guess. You jog to meet up with her, stepping ahead of her to open the door. You're smooth with it as you lean down to whisper in her, come here, shut up, let me whisper. Excuse me. Sorry. Whisper in her ear, the nervousness earlier dispersing in the evening sky. Now your confidence is in full light skin mode. Hey, you gotta use it to your advantage sometimes. I'm not done with you. Oh. No, but she has better things to do. Okay. Boo. Tomato. Boo. Tomato, corny, tomato. That was awful. To be fair, it's been a couple of months since you tried to spit game. You've been focusing on being a somewhat better father. Dating with 2 kids is not ideal. Neither is stopping her from trying to go back in by like, hey shorty, what's your name? Like, no, don't. She looks flustered. You have to give yourself a point for that nut. Malik 2, Yolanda 1. Well, now you really can't leave. You're already hooked her in. Might as well keep her reeling. You take a seat in the back and pull out your phone, scrolling social media to pass time until this thing is over. You watch her from the corner of your eye. She seems to run this place and she smiles a lot. Huh. You avoid thinking about it. You definitely didn't spend an entire past hour thinking about why you liked her smile so much. Absolutely not. That's lame as hell. It's not lame to express that you like something about a person. The lights cut back on and everyone leaves slowly but surely. You don't pay attention to them. You got other plans in mind. Alright. I want to see if I can quick save real quick. Oh, that's auto. My bad. Oh, what is this? This feels new. What is this now? What did I do? I don't know what I did. I'm trying to save and I don't know what I'm doing. Am I gonna have a fishing mini game? I saw that on the Steam page. It is a fishing mini game. Oh, this is so cute. Look at the little chibis. Oh my god, that's adorable. That's not what I was trying to do. I was just trying to save. I'm not very smart when it comes to video games. This entails even visual novels and otomes. I use guides for a reason most of the time. I'm going into this one mostly blind. I do follow them on Twitter. Yes, okay. Oh, that's skip choice. I don't want that. I want to save. There should be a way to to do a quick save. I'm just not smart enough to figure that out. But this is neat. I don't think I clicked on this last time. I do wanna, so this is fishing. This is probably settings. This is text. And then that stuff's coming soon. So that's cool. Alright, back to the story. I've just spent like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I don't know, doing whatever. Anyway, the lights cut back, everyone leaves, you got plans in your mind. Malik Peterson will get laid tonight. She looks at peace as she clears the set. You decide to be a gentleman and help her out, reaching down to pick up the mic stand she was holding from the ground. Let me help you with that. She looks surprised when you help her, but you don't pay it any mind. It's all part of the charm. You pick up a few more mic stands, placing them where the others are grouped near the back. You know you don't have to do this. You could have left when everyone else left. I can't be a good guy. Wow, what a world we live in. You have ulterior motives. Yeah, that gets a laugh out of you. Being at least you're somewhat aware. That gets a laugh out of you being unironic, and so isn't that funny? She even rolls her eyes at you. Ouch. You bring your hand up to your chest, feigning offense. Fine. Can you put this by the other mics in the corner? Sure thing. Princess. Oh. I'm not a person who minds nicknames, but something about the delivery made me go, oh. Okay, maybe you didn't have to say princess, but it got her too worked up again, and honestly, that's another point for you. Malik 3, Yolanda 1. You take your time as you try to properly organize the mic stands. You're trying to make a good impression, or that might just be the perfectionist in you. You really can't tell at this point. You know you don't have to. I know, just wanted to make a good first impression. You didn't have to say that, but you guess you made up your mind. First impression, you like what you saw today? You let out a laugh, abandoning your task before striding towards her. You get a bit closer than a stranger would be, leaning your hand against the beam behind her as you look down at her with a smirk. It's time. Your favorite part of flirting. Praise. Don't do this. I'm gonna say, I feel like this is another trick, because last time I was like, it'll make him seem, I don't know what to do. Yeah. If I had a guide, that would be easy, and I would make the good choices. But I want to try doing things more by just trying. This is a tangent, but I tend to get in my own head a lot, and I have a lot of anxiety. So when it comes to making decisions, I don't want these fictional characters mad at me, and I don't like the idea of bad endings. So usually when I play Otome games, I use a guy, but I don't want to use a guide. I want to remind myself it's okay to get a bad ending. In fact, Steam has achievements for bad and good endings, So this is all to say I'm stressed out, but I'm going to go with I like what I'm seeing right now. Be upfront with it, tell her the truth. I like what I'm seeing right now. Was that too much? It felt like too much. Well, was it? You've used it before, but there's no way you could have known that. Could she? Oh man. See? Man. She's like, don't act like I haven't heard that one 1,000 times. You're gonna have to do better if you want anything to do with me. Damn. For a woman this calm, she's feisty. You like that in a woman. Someone who can talk back. Too many women don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, too many women allow you to get away with your bullshit instead of calling you out, and that's boring. You like creating chaos when you know you're going to get punished for it. Oh, excuse me? That says a lot. Punish probably isn't the right word to use there. Are you sure about that? Fine. Tell everyone to go home. I'll clean this place myself. What? You think cleaning is gonna win me over? And you realize you don't actually want to do that. Yeah, okay. Let's backpedal a little. Oh, I was kidding. I wouldn't do that. Uh-huh. You're just making this worse. You should have left. See, the social anxiety in me. Well, first of all, I would never talk to another person of my own free will because social anxiety. But two, you fumbled so much, my dude. Unless you want me to. Yeah. You need to stop talking. Yeah, you really do. I need you to leave this situation. You're doing too much. You're doing way too much. Wait, how do you get out of this? Wait. That's easy. Just look like you're joking. I feel like that's not gonna work. You smirk, and once you notice you're still standing over, you take a step back to give her some room. Thank God you showered and brushed your teeth before this. If you really want some pussy, you're gonna have to try a lot better than that. Alright. Yeah. You were not expecting that one at all. She really fucking got you there. You didn't expect to have to try so hard tonight. Guess you have to bust out the big ones then. Sheesh. What do you want? Don't you have the rest of the mixtape to show me? You perk up, but you can't show your excitement. It'll scare her away. Man, I should have chosen the mixtape. I thought it would be too much, but I guess the line I used was too basic. Anyway, it'll scare her away. You haven't had much luck, but vulnerable. Why am I suddenly struggling with this word? Being vulnerable. Vulnerable. Why did I mess up that word so badly? This whole video is a mess. Anyway. Wait. Didn't you say it was awful? Now is she trying to get in your drawers? Man, women these days are too confident. Not that you have anything against a confident woman, you just don't need a hard on in public, especially in front of a woman you just met. You wonder if she's into doming. Yeah, but I still have to listen to the whole thing. But yes, God, yes, you won. You finally won. And there you were, thinking this was going to be a buzz. I think you're getting ahead of yourself, but okay. Again, you calm yourself down. She can step away from this at any moment, and the thought of that is a little scary. Usually the woman you are wrapped around your finger, but she's acting like she couldn't care less. Probably because she actually couldn't care less, but honestly, it's hurting your ego, but you ignore it for the time being as you reach into your bag, grab your keys. Then let's go. You don't get close to her this time. You dangle your keys above her head, instead realizing she's not as short as you thought she was. You could just lean down and don't do it. Don't even think about it. Don't do it. Okay, he didn't do it. So how do you do you smoke? She already got the thing in her hand. What? You're in love. You're literally in love. You haven't had a girl impress you like this in years. You're staring. And you know you're staring. But fuck. Hold on. I need to clear my throat. Okay. Okay, Malik, come on. You can't sit here with your mouth hanging open like a fish. You close it and grin instead, sitting back before you speak. Come on. Not all rappers smoke. I know, but you do. How do you know? She reaches in between your seats to pull out a honey bunch wrapper you probably forgot to throw out. But touche. You reach into your pocket to pull out a lighter, one of your specialty ones that you remove the safety off of. Fiddling it with your hand, you glance at her in the corner of your eye, realizing how close she is with the blunt between her lips. The light skin flaring you comes out in full effect, almost like there's a full moon out. You quickly remove the blunt from her lips, your free hand moving to cup her cheek, tilting her chin slightly as you kiss her. There is no hesitation. If anything, it felt like desperation. She's returning the kiss like you two are in a long-term relationship, and she's just been reminded of the reasons why she loves you. I think you're reading too much into this kiss, but what do I know? It's like you're kissing Alice, not the ex-girlfriend. No. Despite everything, despite it nearly a year since you two have been intimate, you still yearn for her, you still search for Alice in every situationship. You ache for the end. Let's start that over. You ache for that intimacy, that passion, a love so grand it scatters your thoughts and leaves you reeling, speechless, breathless. The hand on your shoulder brings you back to reality. Okay, yeah, you're kissing Yolanda. Probably not a good idea to be thinking about your ex-girlfriend while making up with another woman. You think? Your hand moves to run along her sides before you realize she never gave you permission to touch her, but on kissing, you freeze your hand. You're the first one to pull away. You look down at her with a smirk, slyly lighting the blunt before stealing it from her to take a hit, just as you planned. If you only kiss me to get the first hit, that's a low blow, man. Low blow, that's called being smart. The white man's education doesn't teach you that. White man's education? You let out a laugh, exhaling smoke out the window. She's just been a little too critical of your ideologies for your liking. Most women don't even question it. But again, she isn't like most women. It's almost like something is wrong with her. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not even surprised or let down anymore. I'm just like, oh, here we go. I feel like if I joke about it, she'll get upset. I don't know. I feel like joking about it, it makes it seem like he's not taking it seriously when it obviously is what he thinks. I don't know. I mean, that's a bit strong. I feel like this situation is so out of... Okay. Alright. Funny, let's just continue reading. You know, this is the second time you've brought up white people like you're trying to defend them. What does white people have to do with education, though? What? Make it make sense. Anyway, what? You're starting... Oh, that is such a leap in logic. I'm starting to think I should have joked about it. Every decision I've made is just the wrong decision. I'm learning. I'm not good at making decisions, apparently. Anyway, let's continue, I guess. You're starting to convince me you're some... To accuse a black woman of this, I'm just like, you have lost your mind. Anyway, back. Let's read it. Let's read it. You're starting to convince me you're some white man supporter. It's kind of a turnoff. If you don't get out of here, girl, if you better tell him off. And to think you've been trying your hardest not to make a fool of yourself in front of this woman, you're really starting to think this shit isn't worth it. Girl, I hope you read him to filth. Read him to filth. There is a long pause before you start laughing. She doesn't look very amused. She's quiet for a moment, and you realize she's giving your car a once-over. You quickly do the same, scanning the front seats for any trash you forgot to pick up. Having 2 preschoolers is hard. Kids are messy, and working pretty much a full-time job makes it hard to keep up with them sometimes. You got kids? There it is. Yeah. Rhea and Roman. 2 different moms. As long as they don't post you on socials, you'll be fine. You're just full of fucking problems, aren't you? Huh? He's a walking red flag, my girl. Read him to filth. I'm expecting it at this point. She had to take a moment. She was like, did this really just say this shit to me? She really said, did you really just say what you just said to me and think I was gonna laugh it off? No, she about to read you to filth, my boy. She about to read you to filth. Why does it hurt? You can give it, but you can't take it. Okay. It hurts so bad you'll give her a point. Me like 3, Yolanda 2. She's right. You are full of problems, a lot of fucking problems. Too many to write into your lyrics. You could never properly articulate them, and maybe that's why you never excelled in personal rap. Huh. You shrugged, attempting to steer away from your approaching bad mood with a lighthearted joke. Not a problem if I act right. That's what my mom would say. So you're a mama's boy. She's got you there. Oh, come on. Fuck no. My mom hates me. Both of my parents do. What? Oh? First of all, you're an idiot. Why? Yeah, Why the fuck would you say that? Women don't like when you're emotional. I wouldn't say that. I would say that it's more of like there's a time to share emotional things, and throwing that out there as like a one-up, like, you don't know me, my parents hate me, kind of feels like defensive maneuvering. But that's just one of many problems Malik has. Anyway, back to what it's saying. First of all, you're an idiot. Why the fuck would you say that women don't like when you're emotional? You've had women express how emotional weakness is such a turnoff, and you typically don't last long. That, in this case, that's just internalized misogyny. You try not to talk too much about your personal life to anyone, so why was she different? Because she called you out on your shit. You can get out of this. You always find a way out of every bad situation you put yourself in. It isn't that big of a deal. Wait. She's showing interest? It's like she wants to know more about the family if you have. Sure about that? You even gave her an out. She still kept pressing. You hope she isn't one of those healing therapist types you hear about on Bitter. Next thing you know, she's going to pull out crystals and suddenly you'll get a nosebleed. You think it over. Realizing how bad Cottonmouth is kicking her ass, you reach behind to grab one of Roman's bags, pulling out a few mini bottles of water for the two of you. Taking a swig of water, you realize your Cottonmouth might just be anxiety. You're not used to talking about yourself, or really about anything deep with anyone. That's not healthy. It's nothing more than surface level conversation, something you've grown used to in the years of customer service interaction. Sometimes knowing too little about someone is for the best. That's kind of sad. It takes a moment for you to gather the courage to speak. You realize you've been staring out the window in front of you since the last time she spoke. Has it been seconds, minutes? You take a deep breath before speaking. She did ask for this. I'm Ghanaian. Both of my parents came here from Ghana in the 80s and started a new life. Dad even got white-ass last name just to assimilate and follow the white man's rules. Met my mother, they fell in love, had a wedding, and yada yada yada. You know how that shit goes. One of the few things you completely resent your father for, the way he assimilated to American culture just to fit in, then did nothing with his life after. As a person with an immigrant father from Africa, I sort of get this, but I also feel like it's unfair to the father because the 80s and like 90s and just early American culture really weren't it, and you had to assimilate in order to get by, in order to not get killed. And it's easy to come at it from a 2020 perspective and think about how your parents' perspectives on certain subjects and topics are wrong. I'm going on a tangent, but there are things my dad thinks that are definitely influenced from his white friends and co-workers that don't make sense for him to have as a Black African man. But it was difficult. Like, I can't even imagine what my father went through as, again, a Black African man with an accent in America, especially in the early 90s and even before that, because he came when he was just a young adult and he's the oldest son. And I'm getting personal, but this is all to say I sort of get Malik's point of view, but I also feel like this is unfair to his parent, and it's a difficult subject. So it's interesting to see this point of view in the game and to have this connection. Now back to the story. Now you're stuck with a white-ass last name and half of the Ghanaians you know don't even think you're one of them. I still think I'm an accident, but growing up, my dad always seemed to hate everything I did. I was really into art growing up, and one day my dad got so fed up by shit that he banned me from drawing, forced me to read books and focus on medical shit. He wanted me to be a doctor despite my dad driving cab for 30 years, and my mother being secretary at the mayor's office. Mother tried to stop him. She believed in you until she couldn't fight him anymore. He was a demon in the house. You and your siblings all resent him to this day. Now that truly is sad. I think my dad believes in my art. There are things I can't come to him with, but that's because I have separated, divorced parents, so that's its own set of issues. Especially, I've got daddy and mommy issues. What's up now? I am info dumping on myself. Good thing only like 2 to 3 people watch this far in the video. If you get this far, hi. I never went to medical school. I got my high school diploma and decided that I didn't want to finish college because I thought that shit was a waste of my fucking time. I wanted to be a ghostwriter for a long time before realizing that I should be the one with the fame. People should be looking at me instead of the lucky assholes in my raps. When you have 2 African parents who pushed academia on you for so long, you just don't go that route, they resent you. The day I told my mother I was dropping out of college and I just wanted to focus on music, she cursed my head and kicked me out. You realize she probably regrets doing it, but that moment still traumatizes you to this day. You can't even go to your childhood home without reliving that moment over and over again. I mean, you got trauma, you need a therapist. Instead of picking up chicks, you need to pick up a counselor. It's one of the many reasons you try to avoid getting your mom to babysit. There's a long pause before you speak again, mostly because you're trying to fight back the break in your voice. Long story short, I'm still doing this music shit. It's going somewhere. My beats are doing better than my actual music, but for now I work at Popeyes waiting for my big break. Your big break feels like it's never going to come. You've waited years to finally feel like your hard work's paying off, and now you're finally getting some of your flowers, but it's not enough. Shit. Fuck. Was she feeling bad for you? You don't want her pity. You don't want anyone's pity. You just want to be okay. Shit. I'm fine, Yolanda. Shit happens. Sometimes you can't please everyone in your life, no matter how hard you try. Your parents, too. Despite everything, the one thing you've learned in your 26 years is that you can't please the people you want to please the most. You remember back in the 6th grade when you came up with a report card full of A's and your father didn't even praise you. Instead, he yelled at you to go take out the trash. It hurt. And you stopped putting that much effort into school after that. You realized it wouldn't matter how smart you were. Besides, it was either not go to college or getting random girls pregnant. That curse was meant for my head. You laugh. A genuine laugh. You never believed in curses until your mom cursed you, and now you're suffering by her hands. No matter your connection to God or whatever higher being you believe in, you can't seem to lift it. Sometimes you believe the curse will be removed once you make things right with your mother, but 2 girls pregnant. You have 2 baby mamas? You scoff. Almost like she insulted you, which wasn't this case this time. That first one wasn't my fault. We used a condom. It didn't break either. I feel like she did some shady shit and got herself pregnant. You realize how much you grind at your teeth and decide that you really don't care enough to get angry over this. Take a deep breath, leaning back in your seat as you look out the window. Anyways, I'm done. It's not like I'm fucking at the moment. You didn't even realize how well you set yourself up to easily shoot your shot until you said it. And as you leaned over to speak quietly, I could be. I live upstairs. Oh, nice. Girl, you still giving him a shot. You didn't think she actually lived upstairs. Makes sense now that you're thinking about it for more than 2 seconds. She did look like she ran the joint, so she probably owns the salon downstairs too. We were impressed by her home, but why so many fish? Does there have to be 1,000 fish in that? I suddenly can't read. Hold on. I am going to take a sip of water, or I was thinking about ending here because it's almost an hour and I don't think anyone watches that long a video. You know what? I'm actually gonna just end here. But yeah, thanks for watching, and come back next time where we see if Malik gets it together and gets some or not. This has been valiDATE, struggling singles in your area. Bye bye.